Hey friends, this is Sarkis. You can find me at sarkisintuitive.com. Look me up there for all my intuitive healing services. Today I'm going to offer a koan. For those who don't know what a koan is, it's like a short riddle. Koans came out of a Zen tradition mostly. There's always been koans, but a koan is something that you, like a short phrase or an idea that you give to the mind that is basically unsolvable. Like the mind is a tool, but the mind as a tool is actually limited in what it can decipher. So giving the mind a koan puts it up against its limitation. And so when it can't solve the problem, it relinquishes its effort and returns back to its source. That's one way to think about it. So classic koan is, what is the sound of one hand clapping? Right, so just notice what your mind does with that. It's like, huh? What? Or visualize a circle square. You can't do it. It's like, huh? Your mind will go back and forth like super fast. A square, a circle, square, circle. But it can't actually visualize a circle square. Right? It does, because circle square doesn't exist. So I have another koan for you. This koan is, if somebody were to hand you their baby, a mother, like let's say a mother was like, oh, I need to get something out of the fridge. Could you hold my baby, please? And we already knew somehow that the baby doesn't need anything at this time. The baby is completely content. All of its needs have been met. It's warm enough, it's rested, it's fed, it's not too hot, not too cold, it's not uncomfortable. It's not in any distress in any way. It's completely, all its needs have been met. So this person hands you their baby, and the question is, the koan is, what's required of you in that moment? And I'll just give you one hint. There's nothing to do, right? So if there's nothing to do, how would you hold that baby? What would be required of you? Baby doesn't need to be soothed, comforted, burped, rocked. All these things that we feel like we have to do to a baby to help it to feel good or to settle or to be content or to have its needs met. You're handed a baby that has all its needs met already. How do you be with that baby? So just go to the answer in yourself right now. Imagine you're holding a tiny little baby. Baby smiling at you, totally content, totally at peace, totally at rest, and yet still magically alive, engaged, active. So that's the koan. That's the riddle. That's the assignment for today. Is imagine that somebody has just handed you a small child. Take a minute. Just take a minute to imagine that. Like the child is beaming, radiant, open essence in form, in your arms. Just notice what happens in your body, in your heart, in your mind. What's your natural response? Blessings to you.